I was too glad in the first year, my total transaction was 10 lakhs. और अभी भी मुझे याद है कि मुझे अंदर से totally changed the life. बहुत स्टूडेंट्स जिन्होंने कभी जिंदगी में अपना लैपटॉप नहीं देखा, वो स्टूडेंट्स को ऑनलाइन बैठकर मैथ्स की क्लास, साइंस की क्लास प्रैक्टिकली देखना, it was neither possible for the teachers nor possible for the students. Most of the families to whom we cater, उनके घर में एक फोन होगा, दो होंगे, एक फोन बाहर से चले जाता है, बच्चा क्लास शुरू किया पता चला. So privately under helping hands we opened 5 centers. At government schools we opened 14 centers. You name the facility is there. This is for the first good. Now we feel as if they are handicapped. So in order for us to motivate the category of the students, for the first time we have conducted a talent search test, and the response was huge. It was conducted on 23rd January 2022 this year. We got 902 registrations, 128 schools participated. We conducted the test at 6 different centers, at Hashim Memorial Institute of Technology, JMIT at Narayanpura, Professor S. Ramachandran, who is the Vice Chancellor of Anurag University, Dr. S.H.R. Abdi, he came from Bhavnagar, Gujarat, scientist, and we had a very good and attractive event on 7th of February, where we have presented these awards to the free. There is a constant donor who is supporting us to have this lot of items that we have encountered post-pandemic at the year examinations. 5 तो हो गया, administration भी grade आ गया. You train the students in such a way that they should get a job in 3-6 months' time. जो picture दिखा, basic maths, English, उनको 2 letter the 5th batch with placed memories figure out, invite the students, and all these activities. Trainer is not here. Mrs. Rafat Razia, she is the director 5-star award है नहीं, ये हमारा training lab है जहाँ पर जो आप देख रहे हैं exactly. This is our training lab where all equipments that is needed. A group of 2 students have only joined hand in hand, and they have started their own shop near our star school. I think people who attended the 2019 meeting, it was well discussed. That was the year we started. Unfortunately, within few months from opening this school, we had the pandemic, and 2 years continued. We had some negative impact on our venture. Still, we are proud to say that many schools who have not done online coaching training, Star School was proud to say that not only we had 100% attendance throughout the pandemic period. Why? There are schools during pandemic no classes took place. बच्चों से पेमेंट फीस मांगी गई. There are few schools जिन्होंने कुछ कंसेशन किया, कुछ डिस्काउंट किया. टीचर्स को सैलरीज नहीं मिली, जहां दी गई maybe 50%. I am proud to say that throughout the pandemic period, we did not take any fee from the students. We paid salaries to the teachers. We provided all electronic gadgets to the students at their home, paying even for the internet, so that they should not miss the classes. जहां जहां पॉसिबल था 3-4 स्टूडेंट्स का एक ग्रुप बनाकर हमने एक घर को हब बनाया, because we were were not supposed to invite the students to the school. तो उन्हीं के घरों में हमने 4 स्टूडेंट्स मिलाकर एक हब बनाया और वहां पर वो लोग अपने क्लासेस अटेंड करते थे. And throughout the pandemic period, when there was a complete lockdown, the attendance of the Star School students were 100%. That's what I'm really proud to say that in 21-22, in spite of all odds, Star School completed the academic year from June 21 to April 22nd. Now they are on break. Electronic gadgets were provided to needy students to attend the online classes from their respective homes. Star School also paid for the internet services. The attendance was almost 100%. All necessary tests, exams were held. Extracurricular activities, you name the thing. Independence Day, Republic Day, Christmas, Diwali, Eid celebration. The schools were decorated. The school premises was decorated. Everything was done online. Means the students did not miss any event to see on the computer screen because of lockdown. Now it is being offline, so the classes are going on. This is one of the pictures of the science exhibition, which is a flagship program of the Star School, conducted just before we close the school. Sunday school was the first activity of Helping Hands, where we sown the seeds of Helping Hand for the first time, 19 February 2012. We started this as our activity, and this is being continued. In spite of all lockdowns, schools were closed. Our demand was, we are not having a school in Ireland, so nobody can ask us to close. The school was closed, so teachers were not having a job, they were not having a salary. So we hired the teachers from the nearby schools as teachers for our regular teaching at the Sunday school. Sunday school was called a Sunday school, but during pandemic it has become a regular school. Every day, morning 9 to 1 o'clock, we had all the subjects, the curriculum of this area. Students were conducting several seminars, webinars, and all these webinars are available on YouTube. Really thanks to him that he has put a lot of time and efforts. Every time he used to give a new topic to him, and he is very respectfully obliged to deliver what we get. Now I know that we are late to start this evening. Dinner is also getting ready. My major portion of activities, which I said, dealing mostly with the academic activities is done. As I told you, pandemic has changed the life of Helping Hands also. We used to take pride to say that we had academics, education activities, business development, placement, whatever. But now, we have entered into several humanitarian subjects. And one of the most important subjects of the project that we have started in September 2021 was upliftment of widows. नई बात की बहुत से लोग काम करते हैं widows पर. Government of Telangana gives 3,000 rupees as pension to most of the widows. आसरा पेंशन के नाम से मिलता है. वो मिलता है, पेपर में न्यूज़ आती है, मगर किसको मिलता है वो नहीं मालूम होता. मिलता है उन लोगों को जिनके पास बैंक अकाउंट्स होते हैं. If you come to the other part of the city, you will see that ऐसे कई widows मिलेंगे जिसके पास बैंक अकाउंट नहीं होता है, जिनको मालूम नहीं कि आसरा पेंशन कब शुरू हुआ कब खत्म हो गया. They just come to our office for something. We started making the database of the widows whosoever are coming to our office. It has crossed more than 300. We divided the widows into 2 categories. Less than 45, more than 45. More than 45, we know that they cannot work. इनको महीने को कुछ support मिलना चाहिए. So all the widows who were above 45, we started giving them 3,000 rupees as monthly financial assistance, up to 1,000 rupees toward their medication, as prescribed by the doctor. Very easy job, no difficulty. ऐसे वीडियोस बहुत है, आते रहेंगे, नाम लिखिए. If the donor is there, अगले what we did was, हर widow का इस वक्त बैंक अकाउंट है. There is not a single widow with helping hands जो बैंक में कोई काम नहीं करता. We made them go over that. But still, we made online transactions. उनके अकाउंट में 5 तारीख के अंदर पैसे चले जाएंगे. Very, very easy job for helping hands. The other side, very tough and challenging job for helping hands is to deal with the widows who are less than 40. ऐसे हमारे पास almost 80 widows I have in my database, जिसकी एज 20 से लेके 45 तक है. The challenge for us for them is, जो 45 के ऊपर वो तो काम नहीं कर सकते, इसके लिए हम उनको सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं. बट जो 45 के नीचे है, so we wanted them to learn something, or if they know something, let them start doing something. Highly unsuccessful we are. In-laws इजाजत नहीं देते, पेरेंट्स ने छोड़ दे, बच्चे छोटे हैं, हमारे खानदान में ऐसा काम नहीं किया जाता है, और बहुत से ऐसे आएंगे, they are not ready to come learn something, or if they know something, we are ready to support them. Luckily, we have 16 widows out of 80 who came forward, and we made them to learn something. 3 are working as cooking chefs. 2 are working to make their papad business. Couple of them are in tailoring business. We provided tailoring machines to them, sewing machines. I think 3 of them are working as patient care taker. Like this, at least 16 widows have been screened, trained, and placed. This is the widow's group. You can see the report. The reports are all available, and we really enjoy to work with them. Please. This is another new program that we have started. It's called First 1000 Days. In a very lighter way, we were discussing the issues with the donors. मैं इमेजिन कर लिया हम लोग हर साल करोड़ 2 करोड़ खर्च कर रहे हैं एजुकेशन पर, 10 साल से काम कर रहे हैं. That means maybe 8-10-12 करोड़ रुपए खर्च कर दिया. हर साल आप 800 बच्चों को पढ़ा रहे हैं. 10 साल में 8000 बच्चे पढ़ गया. What is the output? Everyone will ask, what is the output? अल्लाह का शुक्र है पिछले 2-3 सालों से कुछ आउटपुट मिलने लगा है. Otherwise, we used to have zero. I can say that I should talk to Mr. Iftihar यहाँ बैठे हैं. वो मेरे से पूछते, मैं उनसे पूछता हूँ, क्या साल कितने साल होते हैं, इतने पैसे खर्च किया, इतना काम किया, मिला क्या? और कुछ नहीं मिला. आपको कुछ मिला? एक स्टूडेंट थी, वो बिल्कुल उसको हमने सपोर्ट किया था, एंड टुडे she has completed engineering computer science, और वो ICICI बैंक में काम कर रही है. Oh yes, I remember. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? 5 साल काम करोगे तो एक स्टूडेंट तैयार होगा, नहीं करोगे तो वो भी नहीं मिलता. So that was the rate. I'm talking about 2-3 years back. 5 साल काम करें तो आप एक स्टूडेंट को प्रोड्यूस करने के काबिल बने. Now we do have good students in almost every stream. Medicine, dentistry, engineering, pharmacy, B.Ed. Those students chartered accountants बन गए. So in the last maybe 2-3 years, yes, we do have some better output. तो हमारी बहस थी कि हम what is the reason for not producing good output? बच्चे की अकल नहीं है, आप लोगों ने पढ़ा इसको. Common answer. बच्चा पढ़ने उनके बाप नहीं पढ़े, उनकी माँ नहीं पढ़ी, घर पे और लोग नहीं पढ़े. Today we have started, so it will take definitely some time. Then I said, there's a problem. आज बच्चा जब 10 साल का हो गया तो हम बोले उसकी अक्ल कमजोर है. हमको उस वक्त काम करना चाहिए था जब उसकी अक्ल बन रही थी. That means when he or she was in mother school. Argument was in. If somebody is having money to go for a private hospital, वो हमारी कैटेगरी का नहीं. They can do other things also. Like that, we have 54 mothers now, जिसको pre-delivery से medical supplements, iron, calcium, folic acid, scanning, diet that include दूध, अंडा, rajma as protein, and throughout the pregnancy period, they have been monitored by Mrs. Rafadrazia, she is not here, yoga, walking, how to keep them healthy, how to keep themselves hygienic, all this is going on. And this is the result of mothers and the babies. पहले लोग जो बैठे हैं उनके डिलीवरी हो चुकी है और जो पीछे के लोग हैं they are hiding their tummies and most time by this time we have delivered. ये December 31st picture है. This is another unique program that we have started. It's called Feed the Hungry. अभी हम लोग 100 meals per day दे रहे हैं. And 19,500 meals have been already cooked. And okay, one of the good thing that we have done is ये खाना पहले widows के घर में मिलता था. The reason was we want to uplift the widows, तो उनको हम order देते थे वो बना के लाते थे. Now we have the capacity to cook in our premises under our supervision. So these widows have been appointed as chefs. And every day by 5:30 meals will be ready, and there is a team of volunteers who come on their own. In fact, there is a demand. मैं दो को बुलाऊंगा तो 4 बंदे तैयार. There is a demand. Widows, only widows are paid for cooking the food. All purchasing being done and helping hands by us. Their job is to cook, and volunteers come at 5:30. Between 5:30 and 6:30. 100 packed meals. You can see the way we pack. It's not the silver foil or polythene bags. जहाँ पर आपको हाथ डाल के खाना होता है. It is being nicely served. Something like a plate. It is very thick, tough plate which is being served across Hyderabad. It depends on the volunteers. वो उसकी मर्जी है. We have anywhere you go, there are enough hungry people there. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आप यहाँ भूखे लोग और यहाँ नहीं है और यहाँ नहीं है. Any part of the Hyderabad city, if you go, you can easily find a good number of hungry people. We serve them, and what the picture shows, it's not very clear. It's there in the report. You can see that. And every day we have the volunteers to come and serve the food to the needy people. Partly we overlap with the COVID and the Ramadan period. This time, again second wave, we had some exposure during COVID. Grain distribution was one of the biggest activity. You can see it was like a sea of green bags that were distributed. I just told you before I came to the presentation. Almost 80,10,667 rupees grain were distributed during this year, which is also inclusive of the one that we distributed in Ramadan. Apart from that, we also spent almost 40,44,425 towards COVID-related activities, which also include grain, oxygen concentrators, and medication. Second wave, I think, was taken as more dangerous than the first wave. Last year report, last year presentation आपने देखा होगा. मैं खुद बहुत ही बिंदास तरीके से I had gone to every locality विदाउट मास्क। मुझे डर भी नहीं लगा और किसी ने डराया भी नहीं था। But second wave was very dangerous. People were extremely afraid. One of the dirtiest thing was oxygen was not available in the hospitals. There was no place for a patient to be admitted in majority of the hospitals. तो ये सारे मुश्किलात हमारे तक पहुंची थी। So we took the initiative. सबसे पहले तो हमने एक हेल्पलाइन स्टार्ट किया था 24/7. Thanks to Dr. Sadath, Dr. Arvind is here, Dr. Mahdoom, Dr. Saif, ये चारों पांचों लोगों ने हमको ऑफर किया था। And apart from that, there were quite a good number of doctors from UK जिन्होंने ऑफर किया था कि any time of the day, चाहे वो रात के 12 बजे हो, 2 बजे हो, 4 बजे हो, if they call us, we are ready to receive the phone and guide the patient को क्या करना चाहिए। Simultaneously, we try to get the oxygen source. Very difficult. Cylinder तो almost impossible हो गया। So we thought of at least getting the oxygen concentrator. I got the first oxygen concentrator imported from UK by an unknown donor. मैं आज तक उसको नहीं पहचानता who was the donor. He just called me, said that he wants to prove this thing. He bought, he shipped, I just delivered here. Subsequently, Faizan supported to buy 5 oxygen concentrators. Ministry Foundation helped us to buy 5. We got few more from individual donors. 14 oxygen concentrators were available at our disposal at a given time. Whatever the common medicines needed at the time, we always had the stock of that. No point in time we could say no to any patient calling for COVID support. हमने सफा, जाफिया, गेटवेल और लाइक माइंडेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के साथ मिलकर बाज़ाब्ता तौर पे जाफिया हॉस्पिटल में पूरा एक वार्ड तैयार किया था to say that कि कोई भी कोविड पेशेंट आएगा we don't have to say no to them, ताकि वो at least preliminary days 1, 2, 3, 5 days का ट्रीटमेंट के सारे फैसिलिटीज हम लोग अरेंज करेंगे and we should have full care. ये भी एक काम करते हैं लोगों को we provide a comfortable roof, which means to say that घर बना के देते हैं। Last year, if you remember, we had 2 houses constructed. One was in Mirza Nagar, Yatrapura deep into और क्या करते हैं, ऐसे बहुत से लोग हैं जिनकी husband and wife की एज इतनी हो गई है कि they cannot go out to work, they don't have support from their children और बच्चे हैं नहीं। The category of these families we provide financial assistance of ₹3,000 to 81 deserving families where there is no breadwinner in the household. Amount ranges from minimum 3,000 to the extent of 10,000 rupees. And it goes from bank to bank. We have 2 tailoring centers. One is in Nagar and another one is in Manali. और Nagar center is doing very well. जहाँ पर commercial orders भी आते हैं. Helpers don't take any profit. जो भी पैसे वो लोग कमाते हैं, whosoever is working in the project, they have to share that money. Manali is not that much, but still it's going on. Grain bags जो अभी ये देखें picture, this we used to give to at least 250 families per month. People who do not get any financial assistance, we try to provide at least a grain bag. ये करीब 22 किलो का बैग होता है, and they have enough grocery for a period of maybe 15 to 20 days depending on the size of the family. हर विंटर में हम लोग ब्लैंकेट्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं from the needy families of helping hands to anybody else outside helping hands. This year was good year in the sense that हम लोग 300-400, not more than that, we should distribute. But this year we had 6,012 blankets distributed in Hyderabad. कपड़ा बैंक एक्टिविटी जो स्टार्ट 2016 7 साल होने को आ रहे हैं, अभी भी चादरगाह आबिदली हॉस्पिटल पे वो एक्टिविटी जारी है। We collect old clothes, wash them, pack them, and provide them to the needy people. Self-employment, we try to help them a lot, even though the number of cases who approach us very minimal, but we are still in a position to support them. Upper limit is 50,000. ऐसे 4 लोग तो बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं. The only hope is they should give back the money what they got from helping hands. We do take care of little bit of health and medical issues, even though our concentration is on education-related activities, skill development, placement, वगैरह. But since pandemic, our number of cases is increasing. Amount is getting more and more every year that is spent on health and medical. This year, we counted 121 cases to whom we provided monthly medical support. Apart from this, several accidental and surgical cases were also supported of a leg. अफसोस बात है कि he was a professional driver. You can imagine this situation. जब उसका एक पैर में क्या गया, and very unfortunately, last month even the second leg was amputated. We are trying to take care of his family. उसको 2 बच्चे जो पढ़ रहे हैं, we are supporting him and also trying to support the family. You can see the small baby on the right hand side. इसका open heart surgery का operation था, successfully it is being done. One of my last slides. It just shows how we have grown from 2013-14 to 2021-22. उसको देखते जाता हूँ और खुश होते जाता हूँ. Much activity, all the activities as compared to what we were doing in 2013-14. So if the amount of work got multiplied in the last few years, particularly in the last 3 years, you can see a sudden jump, and the jump is being continued until the end. काम तो कर रहे हैं, काम तो करते रहेंगे. This category of people will not be there जिसके नाम यहाँ पर लिखे हैं. वैसे इसके नाम particularly लिखा हुआ नहीं है, but certainly without the support from well-wishers, the donors, the volunteers, the students, helping hands पर उसका टाइम खर्च होता है. Helping hands के स्टाफ को शिकायत है कि सब तो हमसे मिलते नहीं, वो सिर्फ बेनिफिशियरी से बात करते हैं. बेनिफिशियरी की शिकायत है कि सब अंदर बैठे होते हैं, हम दरवाजे पर होते हैं, फिर भी वहाँ से बात नहीं करते. बंदा समझ रहा था कि वो खुदा के लिए काम कर रहा है. In the process, I missed several times even my नमाज. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि 10 साल में शौकत न फैमिली का रहा, न हेल्पिंग हैंड्स का रहा, न बेनिफिशियरी का रहा, न अल्लाह का रहा. पता नहीं मैं अपना हूँ या नहीं हूँ. With folded hands, I thank you and say sorry for all the difficulties that we have, and believe that we will try to overcome those gaps in the. Thanks very much. Thanks a lot. This is my last slide. There is a lot to do before I sleep. There is a lot to do before I sleep. Thank you very much once again to all of you. Open for any comments, suggestions, advices. Please.
Thank you, Shokar bhai. First of all, you must admire the humility. जिसके basis पे शौकत भाई ने कहा ended with but it's okay. You're doing all right. He started off telling us, I don't know, some of you missed it, but एक जगह मेरा दिल रुक गया when he said कि 45 साल के बाद कोई काम वाम नहीं करता. So Shabir bhai, you are talking to me. You are not. But you know, I have been watching Helping Hands very closely for several of these years that Shabir bhai talked about. और मैं यहाँ पे कई लोगों को देख रहा हूँ जो इसी शिद्दत से बहुत काम कर रहे हैं. Thank you for being here. I've seen from my childhood the kind of work that he has done. Ahmed, who I've seen from recent times. My mom runs a foundation, the Access Foundation, which does similar kinds of things. मैं ये बताना चाहूँ कि यहाँ पे ऐसे बहुत से लोग हैं जिनके हम इस वजह से शुक्रगुजार हैं, क्योंकि अगर ये नहीं होते तो we would have given up. You know, जिस किस्म का माहौल है मुल्क का, exactly for these 7-8 years that Helping Hands has existed, there is enough reason for us to give up. But these people have come here and given us this hope. और ये आपका सबसे बड़ा कारनामा है शौकत भाई, कि you are giving us hope कि इन मुश्किलात में we can look up to people like you to do what the state should have been doing. This is very well done, amazing returns. But the problem is कि हम जिस हल्के में काम कर रहे हैं, हम जिस एरिया में सोशल सेक्टर में काम कर रहे हैं, this is not it. You know, 6 करोड़ 180 million, where are we? A small drop in the ocean. ये डेवलपमेंट सेक्टर में हमेशा वो जो आपने सुना होगा ना कि you should look at the half full glass or the half empty glass. The problem in the development sector is कि हमें हमेशा half empty दिखता है. वो जो 10 लोग बच गए उनसे हमें थोड़ी तकलीफ होती है. वो जो 10 लोग मर गए उनकी हमें तकलीफ होती है. वो जो हमसे नहीं एड्रेस हो पाए, और ऐसे बहुत लोग हैं. उस वजह से I think Helping Hands has a long way to go, and that is where my suggestion, my advice, and my offer is on behalf of most people here कि ये जो हमसे थोड़ा बहुत हुआ है आपके लिए, that is certainly not enough. वो 2-4 सेमिनार में बोल लेना is not enough contribution. You should ask more from us. And in fact, in this presentation, I would expect you to speak a little about what you have done, but more about what you expect from us. क्योंकि हम जो आपके लिए कर रहे हैं या दे रहे हैं वो अभी भी बहुत कम है, and we have to give much more in terms of time, resources, because this kind of return you will not see anywhere. आखिरी बात मैं जो बोलना चाहूँ आपसे वो एक जिस पे आपको शायद कम लोग सराहते होंगे या people pat you on the back for the excellent work you are doing on education. I have seen that. You know, there is really remarkable work on education. बच्चों के साथ, गरीब बच्चों के साथ, यतीम बच्चों के साथ. अभी आबिद अंकल बता रहे थे कि भाई यतीम बच्चों के साथ अगर कोई काम कर रहा है तो मैं उनके साथ हूँ. तो वो उसमें आपने बहुत अच्छा काम किया. लेकिन जो एक चीज़ आप सब लोगों को बताना चाहूँगा, वो जो आखिरी 2-3 स्लाइड्स में एक जल्दी से चली गई वो स्लाइड, और वो शायद सबसे अहम काम है जो हेल्पिंग हैंड ने शुरू किया है. हम इकोनॉमिस्ट ये पढ़ाकर आपको लोगों को गरीबी से निकालना है, तो आपको सबसे जरूरी जो काम करना है वो एक है. I don't know how many of you can answer this question, that if you have to remove people from poverty, what is the best thing you can? अगर आपको चॉइस होता है कि आप एक चीज कर सकते हैं इनके साथ और इनको गरीबी से निकालना है, गलत. Right? Everybody thinks it is education, and education is the wrong answer. Health is a better answer, but it is wrong again. Anything else? Food, okay. Skill, jobs, ये सब नंबर 4, 5, 6 बोल रहे हैं. You are missing out on 1 and 2. You all given me the answers 3, 4, 5. This is a lot of empirical data across the world जहाँ लोगों ने poverty के खिलाफ काम. No. Confidence was not. The answer was there in the slides, so don't give me a new answer. Somebody said the one thing that guarantees a movement out of poverty is housing. That's why that housing initiative, I think, deserves a great clap. There are very few people, there are very few NGOs that work on housing. It is difficult. Education बहुत आसान है. थोड़े से पैसे, थोड़ा सा ट्यूशन फी, एक टीचर, Health is a little more difficult, but housing is the. So I think that's a huge thing, and I would like in the next report that the expenditure on housing becomes X times more, and वो घर 6-7 जाके वो 60-70 हो जाए कम से कम, and I'm sure all of us will help you on that. Thank you very much.
Anybody?
Marks and grades, which is not enough. Today's education, as per the modern education, I brought what I have seen in my 30 years of teaching and leadership is a complete education. You don't confine the students to the classrooms. You have to have him outside the classroom. We want our children to be independent learners. They should not depend on books. They should not depend on classrooms. They should not depend on teachers. They should only be guides for them. And that's what is lacking in the system, what is prevalent over here. Maybe there are some schools which are very good. Second thing, in Hyderabad, what I have seen in schools which I visited, there is no benchmarking. Benchmarking exams to judge the student. When you judge your student at the end of year 10, when the board exams are done, in between, what has been done to the student, nobody knows. The teachers, they have excuses. We are not able to teach the child as he mentioned in between because the parents are not cooperating. When you admit a child, it's your job. It's your responsibility to make sure that he studies well. Number two, the parents are not attending any of the meetings. No, it is again the schools to make sure the parents visit you and somehow, like for example, if the counselors are there, if parents cannot come, let the counselors go to the house and meet the parents because most of the problems prevalent is in the house. Second thing which is very important, don't know forgiveness. All these aspects are not taught in the school. I don't know if some schools are doing, but as far as I know, this is not being taught in any of the schools here I have seen. We used to have a week reserved for happiness, a week reserved for empathy, a week reserved for all the qualities. All the qualities. But all this is missing. We only focus on academics. And that's the reason we are unable to get results. The student should develop these 4 critical thinking aspects and he should have all these things which will help him. That's called 21st century skills. And you will see that he will become an independent learner and he will get his own achievements. He will not depend on the teacher. And this is the pattern prevalent in outside countries which are now developing at a rapid pace. And there is no regulatory body to visit your school to judge how your teaching is being done. No teachers are judged. And we blame the teachers blame the parents, the teachers blame, and there is a common saying, you can take the horse to the water, you cannot make him drink. That's wrong, that's for the horses. For children, you have to inspire them, you have to encourage them, so they become thirsty for knowledge. And they will start learning. And they will do beyond what the teacher's expectations are. So let's be the concept, don't treat them as horses, treat them as your students. And I promise you, they will gain more than what teachers want to teach them. So I hope these are the few things which our schools can follow. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Raghunath. Our dinner is anxiously waiting for the eaters. So, if there are no more comments, okay.
Good evening, sir. I'll just take 2 minutes of the time. So, people who do not know who I am, I'm all relation to Pressure, I'm his son. My name is Sadath. And irrespective of what blood relationship we have, I want to give a glimpse of what it is like residing in the same residence as of this man. So, there are times when I wake up I don't speak and don't get to see his face. So there are times when we don't get to have a single meal in a day. And there are times when we do not know about his whereabouts for hours and hours. He is not available on phones, he is not available on text. So we don't know what's the solution for this, but we wish to come up with a solution.
Thank you, Lord Sadath. Thanks for your advice. As I promise you, I will try to follow. I may not be able to follow.
जी आपके अब्बा के साथ अपना हर साथ है भाई सुबह से
and our place. If 1,000 people give 1,000 rupees, more, that's 10 lakhs. There's a few people who are donating large amounts of money, but if we can expand our base as a part of this project, that would be great.
One second. One of the difficulty of helping hand is हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं, but there is no single donor who has a commitment कि मैंने for example साल आपको 1 लाख दिया है, अगले 3 साल तक देता रहूँगा, 5 साल देता रहूँगा. No, we don't have any donor of that time. The only hope is हमने लास्ट ईयर दुआ की थी, हमारी फंडिंग बढ़ गई, इस साल फिर दुआ करते फिर बढ़ जा रही है. So proportionally we increase our activities and the projects. There is nothing called as fundraising event conducted by Helping Hands. मैंने शायद आज से 2 या 3 साल पहले यहाँ इसी हॉल में एक अनाउंसमेंट किया था. There were 100 people present there. At that time my turnover was 1 crore. तो मैंने एक रिक्वेस्ट रखा था कि जितने लोग यहाँ मौजूद हैं वो अपने रिसोर्सेज से, नॉट फ्रॉम देयर पॉकेट बट फ्रॉम देयर रिसोर्सेज, उनके भाई भतीजे, पेरेंट्स, बच्चे, friend circle, known people, whatever it is. So every individual who was present in the hall, if commit for 1 lakh, I can get 1 crore from the hall. लेकिन अभी वो भी नहीं हो सकता क्योंकि already I crossed 6 और लोग उतने ही हैं. लोग 100 million as 100 only. इसका मतलब है कि एक को इस साल का बजट पूरा करने के लिए 6 लाख का कमिटमेंट करना. Thank you. Last, maybe we can go with this. Please.
So just very quick to answer your idea.
Yeah.
I think to the point what you just made sure that firstly, very commendable job that you are doing.
Thank you.
Great salute to you. I think it is very easily said, but rather than done. 2 things in view of what you've already said. कि आज 100 लोग यहाँ पर हैं, 1 crore expected है. What I don't know if I missed it from the slides or is my lack of knowledge. If we have gone digital in this world of digitalization, are we trying and see that we are reaching to a wider community, to a bigger society, right? In terms of not just in terms of funding and many other things, right? So I think Helping Hands should do that. I know it's not possible just by yourself, but with the support of each one of us here. हम लोग अपने प्रोफेशन में कुछ ना कुछ. And the second point that I want to make is बहुत आसान है बोलना कि ये अच्छा है या ये खराब है. I'm a volunteer of Helping Hand myself. I'm just very limited what I am able to do for it, right? I think monetary help के अलावा what people as society, as community, what we need to come forward is what we can support in more ways, right? Like किसी कोई teaching profession में है, कोई any profession what they might be into, how they are able to empower or educate the future of our country, right? Time निकाल के weekly basis पे क्या हम जा रहे हैं हम लोग classes के लिए soft skills बच्चों को improve करने के लिए are able to do that. I think more and more people, not just from our community, need to come forward in terms of the financial aspect, but there are many other things हम as a society हम लोग कर सकते for more and more success for this foundation. So just these 2 points what I wanted to make, and I hope I'm making sense here. And all the very best to you and to your organization, to your staff and everybody here. More and more success to you.
Inshallah. So with this, I invite.
What I have realized is that there is so much that Helping Hands has done, which might not have happened had Helping Hands not been there. So throughout this presentation, whatever Shaukat has spoken about, all these things, all these small and big things might not have happened had helping hands not been there. So take this as a vote of thanks. Shaukat bhai, very well done. Mashallah. Keep it up. But I'll close by saying that Shaukat bhai has now reached a level where he should become a mentor. Helping hands needs hands now. Helping hands cannot just be the hands of Shaukat bhai or the staff of Helping Hands. Helping Hands is going to grow and sustain and remain feasible only if there are going to be more hands and legs joining Shaukat bhai. So instead of anybody here saying that Helping Hands should be doing this and that, they should raise up their hands and join Shaukat bhai and say, we are available, we have this idea, you tell us how can we do it better. What Shaukat bhai and Helping Hands has done is just a drop in an ocean. There is so much more remaining to be done. It's mind-boggling. There is no limit. So I encourage you all to think how you can become hands in Helping Hands. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I cannot say no to Ali Akbar Nirman. He is the owner of the premises where we conduct our Sunday school and summer school classes. So he answers.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. At the outset, I would like to thank all of you for attending this meeting today. As Shaukat bhai has been devoting his most of the time in doing the human service for the community, for the growth of the Shia Muslims and everything. I had just one or two suggestions. I don't know whether it will be feasible for you or not. As you are aware, there is a Jamaat al-Mustafa International University in Iran, which is offering humanities, law, management, various other courses free of charge to the Shia children if they are really interested. I just want to suggest you, if you have any student who really wants to do on Islamism, on other humanities, other courses which you are offering, its official this thing is in office is in Delhi, and they want to start in a branch in Hyderabad also. If Helping Hand will be able to extend its hand to them, they might start a branch in Hyderabad also. And inshallah, we will be able to see that lots of our children, as we have been emphasizing on mostly on the education, I think this will be the best thing to bring more and more children to get themselves educated from the Jamaat al-Mustafa International University. As in Jammu and Kashmir, they have got a very big, huge branch where most of the children, they are getting benefited out of it. Secondly, as you know, I have worked for the Iranian Consulate for 37 years as a senior public relation officer. I'm retired now, and I'm doing whatever is my capacity to do the community work. As when he approached me, I said, "Okay, kuch bhi hai to main hazir hu." You remember. Secondly, the government of Iran, Ministry of Health, has been announcing every year, if a child who is very well educated and very well good in studies, and if they want to go for medicines, they are going to offer them free education, free their boarding, lodging, boarding, even the travel charges, everything the government of Iran is offering to them. So I suggest that why not we take the benefit of this, at least one or two, starting we can send one or two students, later on maybe we issue 10 to 15. So that much doctors will be adding to our community. Similarly, when we go to Jamaat al-Mustafa, then they are offering this right after 10+2, they are offering graduation and post-graduation subjects along with the Islamic studies. So why not make more and more people to get educated in our community so that they will be able to come back and teach and they can benefit our country. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now I don't want to look at the audience because somebody might request, I might not be able to oblige them. So with my closing eyes, I request all the audience, all the participants, please join on the lawns for the dinner, waiting anxiously for the eaters. Please, well, thanks a lot for your participation.